All the gear, guided trips, and much more. Access Carolina's Ava Bratz is at Outfitters ready to experience it all. Ava.
Gone fishing here with David. We are so excited to be back here in Hendersonville, and I actually met you when we featured Tuxedo Falls, also in the area. You do some guided tours for them as well?
Yes, yeah, we manage the fishery there and do guided trips there too.
How fun.
Yes.
Well, we were joking. I said, that's glamping. He said, that's not glamping. You're a very, down home camping guy, and fishing goes right along with that. And so 2 years ago, you've opened this store. Tell me what Hendersonville Outfitters is.
Yeah, so Hendersonville Outfitters is a fly and tackle shop here in downtown Hendersonville, right on 3rd Avenue West, next to Brooks Tavern, which is, if you're a Hendersonville person, a landmark of a restaurant. Sometimes I like to joke and say we're the official waiting room of Brooks Tavern. But yeah, we're a fly and tackle shop, and we specialize in guided trips. We are here for beginners, and we're here for all the way to experts, right? So we do it. Yeah, we do it all. We do saltwater, freshwater. We also have conventional gear, but yeah, we're here as a beacon for all anglers within the Hendersonville area.
And that season's coming up. You're going to be taking a lot of trips here coming up in the fall.
Yeah, it's cooled off a bit, and fall is definitely one of the good seasons for sure.
Nice.
So yeah, we're getting ready.
Well, a good thing for beginners to know once they walk in the door, you got enough flies, I think, to outfit the entire North Carolina. Tell me a little bit more about how they're all organized here.
Yeah, so the flies represent different kinds of things that fish eat. Most popular kind of fishing we do around here is going to be trout fishing, right? So what you're holding right now, this is a stonefly nymph, all right? And obviously we got them in different colors. And that's a larval form of an insect. So trout eat those underwater, and we're going to have a lot of those. And we also trout eat all kinds of other things. They eat worms, they eat eggs. So
what makes them different from just a regular, I guess, bait?
I'm glad you asked. So flies, the material, let me see if I can find a bigger one here. The material, the body is the hook, and the materials are tied around it to make it look like whatever you want it to look like. And that can look like bugs, fish, lizards, whatever you want. The idea is that the body is the fly. And you're just tying those materials around the hook and building it into what you want it to look like.
And is fly fishing more of like an ancient version of fishing, or what makes it so different? It would
definitely be considered more primitive, for sure. But basically the idea is that you're using the weight of the line to cast rather than the weight of the bait. Because you can see how small these things are. They're so light. If you tried to use a regular fishing rod, it'd be hard. But if you move the camera over this way, you can see. So we have larval flies here, and then we have ones that look like adults, right? So there's a good big one you can see. That's a big adult stonefly.
So how big of a fish could this catch?
This can catch any. Really, I mean, it doesn't matter what size the trout is, but this is more of a trout fly. But I mean, it can catch a trout from 5 inches all the way up to whatever the biggest trout around is.
Wow!
Yeah, they're used to food sources they like. I mean, even big trout will eat things that are this tiny, if that's the food source they're used to.
There you go. So one of them looks like a Cheeto, one of them looks like a ham sandwich.
That's right.
Trout love them all.
That's actually what I like to say when I set up my rigs. I like to have 2 going. I like to have the steak dinner and the potato chip on the bottom.
There you go. So, well, and this table wraps all the way around. So when we come back here at Hendersonville Outfitters, David's going to actually tie a fly for us. Like he said, beginners are welcome, but the pros also love this place. We're going to see you soon on the lake here in Hendersonville.